Okay, welcome back to the Licensing Subcommittee on the 9th of September, 1:28, the review hearing, afters 4 to 8 Guildhall Walk, Portsmouth, PO1 2DD. All parties will receive the written decision and reasons in full due course. The subcommittee has carefully considered the application for review of the premises licence and relevant representations submitted in writing and given orally, the Licensing Act 2003 and statutory guidance, the adopted statement of licensing policy, the licensing objectives and the Human Rights Act and the Equality Act. It was noted that the application for review has been submitted by Hampshire Constabulary and a representation in support of the application was submitted by the Licensing Authority. 8 representations has been received in support of the premises. Decision. In consideration of all of the above and all the options available in accordance with the section 52 of the Act and paragraphs 11.17 to 11.18 and 11.20 of the statutory guidance, the subcommittee has determined to revoke the premises licence. Reasons. The police have outlined a large number of issues at the premises and of an extremely serious and troubling nature. The report on presentations today have detailed repeated instances of drug taking at the premises that seemingly went unchallenged, with the taking of drugs witnessed during an inspection and swabs identifying drugs, including Class A drugs, throughout the premises, including areas only accessible by staff, extreme levels of intoxication and association violence and disorder as a result of described and evidenced, including an incident of sexual assault of a vulnerable female on the premises. Patrons are also witnessed collapsed outside and needing medical care, including hospitalisation. The lack of due diligence is noted to commence from before the premises recently reopened, with a lack of engagement and adoption of support provided by the police in particular. In a relatively short period of trading, extending to only 3 months, the number and nature of issues is described by the police as being some of the worst trading operation witnessed in the city. Steps were taken to attempt to assist the premises by providing policies and procedures as well as guidance with no meaningful take-up on improvement at the premises. Breaches of the licence were witnessed, including but not limited to the employment of a member of door staff that has been suspended, after hours entry, CCTV not working or incorrectly timed, body-worn video not being utilised, training records, refusal logbooks, drugs not being seized and retained, toilets not being maintained, etc. Licensing outlined, amongst others, concerns regarding the frequent changes to DPS at the premises, a lack of direct supervision of the premises at the most sensitive hours of trading, and a general lack of understanding of the Licensing Act and licensing objectives, as well as the licence in force at the premises. Both licensing and the police indicated that this is some of the most concerning trading ever experienced. From the premises, it was stated that it was accepted that there had been a poor start, but there had been much improvement. Most of the evidence presented, it was asserted, was speculation or hearsay, i.e. allegations of money laundering at the premises. There have been no convictions for drug dealing at the premises or money laundering. There was a personal attack in terms of criticising how Miss Taylor was dressed and a suggestion that she appeared under the influence, which was not relevant. The premises plans to sell food, which should change the nature of the premises to one where drug taking will be less likely or result in a clientele at the premises that are less likely to consume drugs. A closure had been undertaken over the bank holiday weekend to implement changes, i.e. raising of the dance floor. The closure was at the time assessed to be high risk. Training is now implemented and documented and signed. The agencies are invited to attend and confirm that the business is now compliant. Several complaints, allegations are stated to originate from a dismissed security company, and the inference being that this was malicious. The lady that was sexually assaulted was grateful for the action taken by staff on the premises and had actually made a representation in support of the premises. The premises would accept a condition requiring the DPS to be present at all times. The premises are open. The subcommittee has taken account of the fact that the police are the lead authority in relation to the prevention of crime and disorder objective, and accordingly their representations have been given due weight. Their recommendation, along with that of the licensing, was that the licence be revoked in this instance with references to paragraph 11.27 and 11.28, amongst many cited during the hearing. That indicates that where the premises is connected to the sale and distribution of drugs, revocation, even in the first instance, should be considered. The subcommittee did consider the full range of potential action, but was not satisfied that further warning, additional condition or suspension could sufficiently address or lessen the risks to the licensing objectives and continued trading. Poor management and a total lack of due diligence from the outset, twinned with evidence showing support and provision of guidance, which was not acted upon or implemented, was considered carefully. The guidance makes it clear that the subcommittee is not determining guilt of criminal offences. The premises presents a significant risk to the prevention of crime and disorder, the prevention of public nuisance and public safety licensing objectives. In light of all of the above, the subcommittee is satisfied that it is appropriate to revoke the premises licence. There is a right of appeal for all parties to the Magistrates' Court within 21 days of formal notification of the decision. The decision has no effect until the expiry of the appeal period or, if lodged, the determination of any appeal. Thank you. That ends the committee.